Now, once you are willing to look at reality as it is, and you're not interfering with it because you're disturbing yourself with your judging how it is compared to how you wanted it to be, an amazing thing is going to happen. For one thing, you will start to see awe in the fact that it even exists. Why does it exist? And where'd you come from? It's like there's all these colors and shapes and people and sounds. There was nothing. There was a big bang 13.8 billion years ago, and there were just these thick gases of hydrogen. That's all there was, clouds of hydrogen gases. Where'd you guys come from? Those gases. That's a long journey you took. Yeah, they put themselves together, and oh my God, everything you look at came from that. Pretty amazing, isn't it? I'll also share with you now, ask your scientists. If I ask, what is this I'm looking at? I'll cut through the whole thing. At one point, they said, you're looking at form. Then they said, you're looking at atoms. Then they said, you're looking at electron, neutron, and protons. Then they said, ready? That you're looking at the manifestation of energy, a quantum field that periodically, when we can't understand how, particles, subatomic particles are popping out of that energy field. Quarks, leptons, bosons, and that's what's making what's in front of you right now. That's all there is. It's not it did it a long time ago. Right now it's doing it, isn't it? Every single electron is being reborn. It doesn't stay. They're just popping out of that field, and they're making this. So you start to respect that. You start to say, oh my God, literally, oh my God, I am so honored to be experiencing what I'm experiencing. Somebody else is saying, oh, if that ever happened to me, I would die. And you're sitting there saying, I'm so honored to experience what I'm experiencing. Why? Because I'm not comparing what I'm experiencing against what I want to be experiencing. I'm honored to be experiencing what I'm experiencing. And then we'll go back to the other in a minute. But what happens is once you get out of the way, you get the personal out of the way. What's the personal? They say, remember Terrible Twos? But I want this. That's the personal. How I made up I want it to be. Why did you do that? Why'd you even do that? What kind of game is that? To make up how you want it to be and then get mad when it's not that way. You got to admit you're doing that, aren't you? Make up how you don't want it to be and then get all scared that it might be that way. Wow, no wonder life is tough. Go make up how you don't want it to be and then look around. You'll be checking out to see that it might be that way. Oh my God, it's starting. You'll be scared all the time. So the question becomes not how can you make it not happen? That's not the question. Do not waste your life trying to make not happen what you don't want to happen. You wasted your life. You made up. I don't ever want to see a snake. It determines where I live. It determines where I can walk. It determines how I can date. It determines every single thing in my life because I don't ever want to see a snake. So the question is not how do I figure out not to see a snake? The question is why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I make up I don't want to see a snake? Instead, why don't I just honor and exist and honor and respect everything, including snakes? Okay? You came from a household in which your parents got divorced. It was very difficult for you. When you get married, you don't ever want to get divorced, do you? You're scared to death of getting divorced. In fact, I didn't get married for 20 long. I was 40 years old before I got married because I want to make sure I don't get divorced. Now watch what happens. If you're in a marriage and you don't ever want to get divorced, that is the highest probability for a divorce in a marriage that could ever exist. Where were you? Where were you? No, you were supposed to call. Maybe it was out with somebody else. Maybe it's starting. Every single thing you're going to do with your mind will destroy the experience you're having. Please understand this, because you came into the moment with a mindset that was uncomfortable, that was destructive. And now you can't appreciate and enjoy the reality that's unfolding in front of you. So a great being, I call him a yogi, but a great being of any tradition comes into the moment without that personal mind. They literally have learned, we'll talk about how in a minute, they've learned how to transcend the personal mind. Not the thinking mind. Of course you think. Of course you analyze and use logic and do nice things. Use your mind to create air conditioning. Use your mind to develop software. Use your mind to do all kinds of things. It's wonderful. But don't use your mind to make up how the moment's supposed to be in front of you. It's the stupidest thing to do with your mind. It's just crazy. You understand that? It's a crazy thing to do with your mind. Why? Because the moment's not listening. It doesn't care. And plus which, now let's get down to what I was talking about. Why do you make this up anyways? Why do you even do that? Why are you making up reality instead of experiencing reality?